Have you ever watched Scooby-Doo? I mean, really watched it? If you have, then you've probably have been confused as I have been. Usually a standard Scooby-Doo episode starts with a gang driving somewhere and a monster appears, although not usually where anyone could see it. Instead, it lurks throughout the shadows, growling and hissing and generally acting monsterific. This is the first stumbling block. We have logic in the Scooby-Doo universe. Why exactly would anyone do this? Oh sure, if they were actually monsters it would make sense. But these aren't monsters. These are people in monster costumes. Yet, here they are, prowling around in the dark, acting like monsters when there's no one around to see them. Certainly it's possible that one or two free method actors have really into their role, but just can't be true for all of them. Speaking of staying in character, the monsters, or rather people in monster costumes, rarely, if ever, break the mask. Even when Scooby and Shaggy pulls their "let's pretend we're barbers" shitstick, the monster goes along with the act for at least a little while before realizing, hey, I'm supposed to be a monster. Even when the monster's being tricked, he doesn't act like a human. Perhaps the biggest mystery to Scooby-Doo is Scooby-Doo himself. Why does the dog talk? Nobody remarks this in the show, but clearly talking dogs are a rarity. As far as I can tell, the only talking dogs in Scooby-Doo methods are Scooby Clan themselves. One can't help but wonder why. Why do the Mystery Gang keep running across the monsters in the first place? Surely this can't be more of a coincidence, as it fates itself is drawing into an intrepid gang of teens who led into strange adventures. Indeed it is, as shall we soon see. The secrets of Scooby-Doo began long before the show starts, perhaps long before Scooby Clan was even born. My theory is that, at some point in the past, a person performed a spell that brought dark magic into Earth. This magic manifested in form of a cursed monster costumes. That's right, cursed monster costumes. It's a sensible explanation. How else can you explain the costumes that are so realistic that they can simulate into anything ranging from an evil bug to the future? A 10,000 volt ghost or a tar monster? Think of this for about a moment. How could anyone take a wetsuit and car battery and make themselves into an electric monster or tar beast? It's not possible, at least without some magic on your side. These costumes are spread throughout the earth and by sinister forces. Every so often, a person of the questionable moral fiber discovers them. The costumes use their powers to pierce their vulnerable souls. If the soul is vulnerable enough, the idea of running around in the monster costume to frighten people makes perfect sense. Compelled by dark forces, the person that puts on the costume and actually becomes that monster. This is why they never break character, why they enjoy lurking around in the dark woods, and why they can manifest surprising powers, such as super strength. It's magic that makes it happen. Over time, the costume becomes more controlling. Its eventual goal is to transform that person from a monster costume into a unique monster. Often by the Scooby and the gang that are involved, this is dangerously close to happening. This is why when we caught the monsters, we rarely admitted the defeat. It's only after their masks have been removed and their humanity is exposed and the spell is broken and they become a human once again. Here is the real twist. Why does this have to do with Scooby-Doo, you may ask? The entire Doo family is cursed. I don't know why. I don't know why, if they had anything to do with the magic that unleashed the costumes, or they just happened to make some powerful enemies. Either way, they were cursed into searching the world for these monsters. This is evident with the size and scale of humanity exhibited by the Doo family. As for Shaggy, Velma, Fred, and Daphne, I haven't quite figured out what their place in battle yet. Perhaps they are merely along the ride, thrill seekers, or maybe they're generally good people, out to stop the forces of darkness. Or perhaps there is a more sinister purpose at work, a truly terrifying secret that we dare not explore at this stage. I'm looking at you, Fred and Daphne. But that's for another time.